Hi, I'm Jamie Baker, sports editor of the Courier, here with the Courier sports staff. Dave Hanneman, Andrew Williams, our new addition, the youngest guy, the guy that's held this football the last. It's been a long time since the rest of us held a football in a real game. And Ted Radick here. Getting ready to kick off the high school sports season, ready for football. We've all been looking forward to this day. Dave, tell us a little bit about Findlay High. They open up with Anthony Wayne.
Opening up with Anthony Wayne for the second straight year. They beat him at Findlay last year. I think Findlay's a better team than what they were last year. Brandon Mule, the quarterback, is back. He's bigger, stronger. Their receivers are a little bigger and more experienced, which I think is going to be a big factor, because last year they did not, offensively, they slipped down a little bit. 2 years ago, when they had the great team that averaged 50 points a game, they had 3 receivers average 15 yards a catch or more. Last year they had 1 average 12 yards a catch or more. So that's going to be a big factor for them. The key is, after a 2-8 season, they've got to get off to a good start. They need to win this game, and I think they're going to do it Friday night.
Well, you know, Anthony Wayne is a non-league opponent, and it's so tough in the track, they really do got to get off to a good start with these first 3 games that they did.
Absolutely. Anthony Wayne has a center defensive lineman who's going to University of Maryland. He was recruited by Greg Stegrella, the Fostoria guy. So they've got some big guys on the line, and they've got a sophomore back, Evan Brown, that I hear is Division I caliber. But they're going to have to contain those 2 guys, and I think they got to establish something themselves, especially on defense, which was a little off last year. If they can do that, I think Philly's off to a good start.
Okay. Andrew, which game you kind of looking forward to this weekend? What's kind of the most intriguing matchup around the area?
Well, there's a couple pretty good games coming up this week. The one I'm going to be seeing is Courier and Upper Sandusky. Always a good battle between the 2 Wyandotte County teams. The reason I picked that one mostly because it's such a rivalry. It's going to be the last time they're playing as non-league opponents. Upper Sandusky will be joining the Northern 10 Conference after the fall season. So always a battle between those guys. Upper Sandusky's had the upper hand the last few years. Courier's got a good team coming back. Brian Powers, excellent running back. They always have a good line. Upper Sandusky's got a new coach this year after Moyer retired after last season. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that one.
Okay, that should be a pretty good ball game. Those 2 schools, those 2 communities, they really don't like each other, so it should be quite
always
a
good game when that happens.
Absolutely. Ted, what kind of game are you looking for? You're going to Pandora, Columbus Grove. What are you looking for?
Right, well, new quarterbacks for both clubs, new coaching staff at Pandora. We got 2 teams that are looking to make the next step. Pandora went 6-4 last year. They want to get up to that playoff spot. Grove had a very un-Grove-like 2-8 season. They were young and small last year. They've had a year in the weight room. Saw them scrimmage LB, and they did really well. Word on the street is they scrimmaged Liberty Center and did really well.
Okay.
I hear Pandora held their own against Bluffton in a scrimmage, so I think it's going to be a toss-up battle, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
You know, I'm just looking forward to high school football kicking off. And, you know, Friday nights being filled with stadiums around the area, fans, cheerleaders, bands, everything. Should be a good time, and hopefully it'll last more than 10 weeks and hopefully 14, 15 weeks this year.
I've never been to a state championship game. I would like to do that.
Hey, somebody out there, let's go to the state final so we can get Ted there this year. That'll be a wrap on week 1 of the high school football talk here. And you can get all of the action in the Courier and online at thecourier.com.